It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We're at the home of the Grizzlies, the FedEx Forum in beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. And, of course, Kyle Anderson. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question. Usually, you lean on those veterans a lot.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. The captain out there with Jimmy Butler. And there's Porzingis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Satoransky the pass to Jackson. Floats one, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Satoransky. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Bucks. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. On defense, he said, quote, we're going to have to neutralize their high flyers. We can't play above the rim against these guys. Whatever it takes, we need to shut down the lane. See if they are able to do that during the game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jackson. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Bucks. He was a non-factor. 6 on the shot clock. Bazemore against Butler.
How about the edge Butler plays with? Has a fire in his eyes on defense and just always tries to shut his man down.
Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 0 3 from the field to start the game. Butler against Bazemore. There's Satoransky, and another miss by Memphis.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Cousins with the bucket.
That's a good decision. Rise and fire. Cousins is a lethal mid-range shooter.
Now, here's Satoransky, guarded by Chapman. And Satoransky kicks it to Bazemore. Outside, Batum. Pass to Satoransky. And it's good, with time running down on the shot clock.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. Passes it to Knox. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Satoransky. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bazemore against Butler. There's the steal. Stolen by Satoransky. Dishes it to Bazemore. He kicks it to Gasol. Back to Bazemore. Just 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. And that's just a defensive breakdown.
And so Bazemore will bring it up for Memphis. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spend far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful. Almost every look he gets inside is a good one. But the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. To the left wing. Here's Knox. And the Knicks miss again.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happened.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. Gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his three-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
Here's Chapman. He picked up 21 points in their last win against San Antonio.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Here's Satoransky following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's the second foul. Now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him. So
Turner's checked in for New York. Outside Gasol. There's the pass to Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Turner. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. Butler finds Turner. Here's Chapman. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bazemore grabs the miss.
and right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Butler with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Gasol with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Rejected by Chapman. They retain possession. Bazemore gets the bucket. For New York, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Chapman's got his first points of the game. Memphis trailing here. And Satoransky kicks to Gasol. And that one, good. Gasol's got his first points of the night.
He has great touch and feel inside. All the qualities big men like Gasol need to be effective in the paint.
Here's Chapman. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. And for Memphis, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. To the inside, and stolen by Bazemore. Here's Batum, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Here's Chapman. Up top, Porzingis. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for New York.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
And a big win. This was a blowout. The players, coaches, everyone is to blame.
So both teams changing it up here. And so Sadaransky will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Rab. Kicks to Sessions. Ingram with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Oh. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ingram's length and activity paying off. Great transition defense to offense.
And that was an unleashed chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Hardaway against Williams. Anthony right side. Stolen by Cantor. Hardaway against Williams. Now here's Hardaway. T right on him. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Grizzlies trail by 4. Sadaransky with it. Anthony dishes to Sessions. 6 to shoot. Tries a 3. That one's not going to go. And New York the other way now.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Chapman in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Anthony down low. He's against Cantor, and Anthony gets it to go.
They love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here's Chapman. He's got 6. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Where you look at the captain, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Now here's Anthony. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Sessions. The Knicks pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Cantor, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Taken away. Here's Chapman, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there.
Here's Chapman. Sadaransky covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots. The first one falls. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Both free throws good from Chapman.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Sadoronsky. Outside Williams. A steal. Unhindered, going all the way.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead, points in the paint, dominating physically.
Here's Ntilikina. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ntilikina's got his first basket of the night.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
And so it's New York up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are. Just have fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
We've got Sadoronsky. Anthony is out there with Rabb. Then it's Williams. And it's Sessions in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now, here's Sadoronsky. For Sessions. Shot clock at 6. Baseline jumper. And Cantor pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 14. Largely out there for his terrific shooting range, C-Web, is Thomas Sadoronsky. He's a pretty good playmaker as well.
Team player. I mean, he understands that he needs to get his shot within the floor of the offense. If he's not there, he's quick to move the ball and generally makes good decisions.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, the captain in the last game against the Spurs played really well. He finished with 21 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. He simply took over the game. Looked like he could do whatever he wanted to out there. We'll see if tonight follows the same script. Kevin?
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of two. One being Anthony Davis. The fact that he can get his shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a three. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the three. He can get at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Bully Cousins.
And that list is growing.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Oh, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silence the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
And the size, quickness, and defense of Ntilikina reminds some of a young Sean Livingston, a unique point guard with a promising future.
down low. Here's Chapman. Cantor, the pass to Chapman. And Anthony sends it back. They recover it. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Cantor. And finally, that one's good. Cantor's got his second basket of the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Timeout.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
Some changes for Memphis. Marcus All checked in for Rab. Jackson comes in. And so it's Memphis with it. Trying to get something going. The shot by Satoransky, no good. And when you think about Melo's scoring back to the basket, facing up, so versatile as a scorer.
A combination of strength, quickness, and touch that you rarely see. He can go around you, through you, or shoot it right over you.
Here's Chapman. 14 points for him. Shoots over Satoransky. Chapman's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Hardaway. Williams kicks to Satoransky. Outside Anthony. Back to Satoransky. It's tipped.
7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. It's good. And that's now 6 points for Porzingis.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
You better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Williams kicks to Ram. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. Now here's Satoransky. He's started by Chapman. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own. I mean, it's exhausting. It takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
Here's Chapman. 14 points for him.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Anthony's shot is off.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
On defense, Memphis. Here's Chapman. Just 4 to shoot.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Back to Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. A shot, no good. And so it's the New York Knicks. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And New York, looking at who they got. They got Porzingis. Jimmy Butler is out there with the captain. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Knox in at the 3.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Satoransky. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Christian, you played against a team that you had played on before. Did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double. And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, the 24 hours until the next game, to let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Here's New York. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. Here's Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Memphis. Left side Gasol. And it's Cousins with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Now here's Batum. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. Rejected by Chapman. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Here's Satoransky after the made shot from Chapman. Bazemore. No one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Cantor checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Bazemore finds Gasol. Back to Bazemore. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Shoots a fader, and the Knicks good for 2.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Passes to Bazemore. Memphis moving it around. Gasol kicks it to Bazemore. Shot clock at 5. Over Porzingis. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Bazemore's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Here's Knox. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Cantor, the pass to Porzingis. And it falls over the rim and in. 12 points for him.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Gasol. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. Chapman the pass to Porzingis. Count that one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Shot's good. Hit.
That's his second one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Sessions is checked in. That free throw good from Porzingis. Now Batum. And there's the pass to Satoransky. He kicks to Sessions. Pass to Jackson. Now Gasol. Back to Jackson. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
Seeing the court like a point. Now that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. Chapman the pass to Butler. Over Batum, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And that pump fake of Butler has become deadly. You wonder if D-Wade has been giving him some pointers. You got to stay down if you're on defense.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
And Batum kicks to Satoransky. Cantor against Gasol. Chapman with the rebound.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Outside Butler. Down low. Gasol with the steal. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Oh, man, come on. Injuries like this can change the course of a game, even the whole season. My thoughts and prayers are with him.
Rabs checked in for Jackson.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at the captain. He's currently atop in the Eastern Conference. He's got a lot of fans the world over. And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now, here's Sessions. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Six to shoot. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Yes, that goes in. Gasol's got 6 points.
Part of what separates Gasol, from the pack is his ability to drain tough shots.
Chapman the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Chapman. He's got 16 to the paint. Here's Cantor out to the wing. Here's Chapman, defended by Gasol. Cantor kicks to Ntilikina. Shoots over Batum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
No good from Gasol.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Chapman. Pass to Ntilikina. Right side, Porzingis. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. We can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And Batum kicks to Satoransky. Passes it to Sessions. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Gasol. Shoots over Cantor. The shot's good from Gasol. 8 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Chapman. 16 points for him. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. They get Marc Gasol.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Gasol. And it's Williams in for Nicholas Batum. That free throw good from Chapman.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
The Grizzlies have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Knicks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Kicks to Ingram. Over Williams. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Memphis's head athletic trainer. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Here's Chapman. He's got 19. There's the dish to Cantor. It's Ingram on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Over Anthony. And that one's good. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
The length Ingram has, it helps big time. Just a little longer and quicker on these contested jumpers.
Back to Sessions. Stolen by Cantor. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Chapman. Here's Turner. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Turner's got his first points of the night.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's part of what makes him a great player. His effort level always stays high.
Now, here's Satoransky.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Wasted no time on that one. That's 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
Ingram spotting up and showing that touch made him the second overall pick in 2016.
Sessions dishes to Anthony. Back to Sessions. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. New York shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Chapman. Satoransky covering. Chapman the pass to Ingram. Over Williams. No good off the front iron. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Rab, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Sessions.
Here's Chapman. He's got 19. Takes it from 10. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Take a look at New York. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Chicago in second place.
And right now for the Knicks, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
It's deflected, and he recovers it, and he gets it back. Clock at 6. And another shot. Basket counts. Chapman's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Rab, the pass to Satoransky. Count it.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that.
36 seconds left in the third. And Yvonne Rab gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kent Bazemore is checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Knicks making a change here as well. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Enes Kanter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And Bazemore kicks to Rab. The pass to Carmelo. No good on the triple.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
And so it's the New York Knicks able to put on a show for the ages. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And New York making a change here. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Marc Gasol is out there with Rab. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Batum, and it's Bazemore at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Checking in for your Grizzlies. LeBron.
On defense, the Knicks. Nash dishes to Bazemore. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. 5 to shoot. From deep, drills the three-pointer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the captain.
Well, it's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
Intercepted. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third personal. Shooting pretty well. Chapman. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Chapman. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Satoransky. He's tightly guarded. The three ball. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Hey, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
He dishes it to Gasol. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Satoransky gets the bucket.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Here's Chapman. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
I need a few ice bucks after that. Elbows, man.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Busy day, man. We need you for an interview right over here.
Okay. All right, guys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview.
Hi, this is Shaq. I liked your Russell Westbrook impersonation tonight. When did you first realize that you were getting close to that triple-double?
Oh man, I think I still got a long ways to go before I reach that Westbrook level. But as far as getting close to it tonight, I didn't realize that was the case. You know, one of my teammates had to tell me it's a nice benchmark to reach, but it's just a side quest, man. Like our main quest is just getting wins, and I was definitely happy to be able to contribute to the team tonight.
Good job.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, the entire 2K Sports crew. That's everyone. Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
Here you go.